Corona made remote working as a new normal. Our flagship product, Snoasys Remote Working Software, made this breeze by letting everyone to run their business process remotely. It is a tool that's chosen by many companies for the remote teams to improve their operational efficiency and boost their productivity. Here is a use case how Snoasys is helping a company called SmartBiz to run their remote teams. Let's take Bob, who's a software engineer for our company SmartBiz, and Paul, who's a project manager, and Bob will be working under Paul. Whenever project manager logging into the application, this is how the dashboards looks like. Here a brief details of all the projects and goals will be shown to manager. So Paul wanted to know how the projects are going on. Now Paul is in project management. The project management includes creating a goals, adding a goal responsible persons, and adding specified tasks of that particular goal. So whenever all the tasks have been added to the goal, the task details will be given like assignee, estimation, date, deadline for that particular task. When all the details of that goal have been given, that goal will be set to active. Against each task of a goal, there are certain informations like note, comments of that task, uploaded files, and history will be given. By this, workflow can be managed and the status of a project or the goal can easily calculated. So that is how Paul will be able to track each and every goal of all the projects that he has been taking care of. So that is how Paul's work is going on. Now let us comes to Bob, who's a software engineer. Whenever he log into the application, this is how the dashboard looks like. He'll start his day by clicking on start using punch card. He then reviews all the tasks that have been assigned to him. And then he starts working in the order of priority due dates. While reviewing his work, there all the details like estimation time, status of that particular task, and all the other details will be given. Among them, he needs to pick the one. After observing all the due dates, Bob is going to pick the user story that he needs to work on. As he's going to start the user story, he's just changing user story status from analysis completed to dev in progress, which indicates the task has been started. After that, Bob is checking with all other details like are there any dependencies on him or are there any blockers for the task that he picked. All such information will be given on the dashboard itself along with the bugs list, delayed work items, employee indexes, and work items waiting for QA approval. During a day, Bob needs to collaborate with his colleagues. For that purpose, he uses powerful and feature-rich Messenger. Here comes the Messenger. It is consisting of different tabs like Start, Groups, Recents, Colleagues, and Accounts. Start tab will contains all the individual conversations and the grouped conversations which have been started by logged in user. Groups will display all the shared channels in which the logged in user is a member. Recents tab will display all the recent conversations that the logged in user have. Colleagues tab will display all the users of that particular system. So the logged in user can pick other person either from colleagues tab or from recents tab by clicking on start new conversation and start communication. So this is how this tool is facilitating all the colleagues to collaborate with each other within the organization. Let's back to Paul again. Paul starts the day by checking project insights. Snoasys lets him know which tasks have fallen behind deadlines and by that he'll be able to plan his work for the day. Like here, IoT General is a goal which is having more bugs. So whenever users select on that particular goal, it will populate with all the goal details like goal responsible person, type of that goal, and user stories of that particular goal. By selecting display deadlines, we'll be able to see the bug count of the particular task along with the estimation and deadline and user story status. Paul observes that there is a persistent problem with Bob in terms of productivity, as all the goals on which Bob is working on are not meeting the expected deadlines. Paul is communicating with Cliff, who is the HR administrator of that company, and asking Cliff to enable Tracker for Bob to track the activities that are being done by Bob. Cliff is the HR with the responsibility to oversee HR process. He gets the detailed insights from the timesheet software and leave management software to ensure all the HR process are being followed and uses insights to ensure approved timesheets are invoiced to clients where necessary. By using timesheet software, Cliff can able to know the late persons in the morning or in the afternoon or in the night. By using that, Cliff understood that Bob is a person who always been late in the morning. He also wanted to double check with the work that Bob has done. So he is checking with the goals, and he understood that all the goals are under red goals list. The red goals list is nothing but the goals which are not meeting the expected deadlines or the goals which are fallen behind the deadlines. Cliff understood that there is a huge difference between spend time and the productivity for Bob, as Bob is a person who is spending least time. That Cliff can understand from the dashboard least spend time employees. After all his observations, he wanted to enable Tracker for Bob. From the HR tab, Cliff will be allowed to enable Activity Tracker for Bob, as all the employees list will be given in the HR tab. This is consisting of all the employee list along with their details like designation, job category, department, all other details. From here, Cliff can give enability of Activity Tracker to any of the employee. In order to complete the process of enabling Activity Tracker for Bob, Cliff have to give certain configurations like which activity have to be tracked. Like here, whenever he selects apps only, Cliff will be allowed to see only the apps information that been visited by Bob. Whenever he selects URLs, he will be allowed to see only the URL details that Bob is visiting to. According to Cliff's requirement, he is selecting apps and URL details so that he will be able to see all the apps and URLs with the details that been visited by Bob. Along with that, he has to give the number which indicates the number of screenshots per minute. That means Tracker will capture those many screenshots within that minute. After giving all these configurations, the process of enabling Activity Tracker is completed. As soon as the process is completed, Bob will receive a mail saying that the tracker has been started for him. As Paul is aware of a thing that Bob's activity is been tracking, he would like to know the tracking information. To know that information, he has to go to the Activity Tracker tab. This page consisting of all the tracking information of those users for whom the Activity Tracker is enabled. For instance, here we are selecting Bob from the users drop down, and here are the list of apps and the websites along with the times that he spent on them. So here it's not only populating apps and websites, it is also differentiating what are the productive and unproductive and the neutral apps that been visited by Bob. We can see the productive summary that Bob visited 1 productive app and 3 unproductive apps and 1 neutral app. Whenever user selects screenshots, the page will be populated like this, and here we can see Bob is having a number 7. That means 7 screenshots have been captured from his activity. Whenever the screenshot is opened, it will show the details like whether the screenshot related to productive or unproductive or neutral, along with the time the screenshot has been captured. So from here, Paul understood that Bob is visiting unproductive apps more regularly than the productive apps. From the time usage page, we can see the bar which is having a productive, unproductive, neutral representation of a times that been visited by Bob. Whenever the particular area is tapped, it will populate with the details that been visited along with the time that been spent on that particular app or a URL. We can directly select the person for whom we are checking the activity tracker information. By default, it is showing the current day information. We can also select week range and the date range too. The web and app usage space by default shows the current day information. As we selected Bob from users drop down, here are apps and website that Bob has visited today, and this is a time along with the indication whether the app or a website that he is visited to is productive or unproductive or neutral. After all his observations, Paul understood that Bob is not working on productive apps, and he conveyed the same with Cliff using Messenger tool. Let's back to Bob again, and it is time for him to finish the work for the day. As he completed the tasks for the day, he is changing the user story status. Once the user story is set to deployed, QA are allowed to test that user story. Before leaving, he has to log the spend time against the task that he worked for the day. Here, files can also be added if needed, and also can able to see all the goal details. If there are any blockers or the dependencies on the task that he picked, he can able to change the dependency name. As Bob is about to finish, his spend time is 5 hours 25 minutes, so he is logging the same against the task that he worked on. Here is giving all the details like what he did to complete that task and how much time he spent to complete that task. All such information will be given here. After giving all the informations, I will be able to submit that. Against the task, there are different details for that particular task have been given, like files which are uploaded for that task and the description for that particular task, along with all the previous log. The log also contains the time that been spent previously on that particular task and the transactions which were done for that particular task. After Bob logs the time spent against various tasks and uses punch card to make logout, which enables everyone to be aware of Bob's working status. This is how Snowasys has made life easier for all working SMRPs. It is very easy to see what needs to be done at all times, management overview and various key performance indicators. This is a software that is specially built to help smoothen remote team operations.